Hey everyone, I hope you all are doing well. So in the previous video, we talk about the Hacktoberfest, and in today's video, we will be talking about how to start hacking in Hacktoberfest, how to register, because at that time the registration was not open. So today we will do all of that stuff. We will register ourselves, and we most importantly we will find the organization where we can contribute according to our tech stack, and we will see a lot of organization in this video. So let's start hacking. So as you can see, this is the same interface that we had in the previous video as well. So let's start hacking. You can click on the start hacking and you have to authorize. Basically, I'm doing the first time. So what you can do, okay. So either you can, okay. So either you can log in or initiate with GitHub or GitLab. So most probably, mostly people will start with GitHub because we have account in GitHub. So let's initiate it with GitHub. Okay, authorize Oktoberfest. So it is taking time and so authorizing is in progress. So yeah, so I have registered boot registration. So my name is here and my profile has been fetched from my GitHub account. That is same as that I have in my GitHub account. So it has been fetched. My name is also fetched from that GitHub account that is called as open source. Okay. So now you can fill this self identification form. So now my name is and my email has already been filled because of that GitHub account. So what is your experience level? Optional. I'm a new to Hacktoberfest and contributing to open source. So most of the people who are starting with Hacktoberfest should click here. As I'm familiar with open source, so I can click here. Okay. How would you like to contribute? Code. I'm interested in making code contribution to open source, such as bug fixes, new features, and non-code. In making non-code contributions to open source, such as documentation, design, etc. So as I have already told you in the previous video that there are many ways in which you can contribute to open source, and you can directly see here as Hacktoberfest is directly mentioning that either you can contribute by in coding way or in non-tech way. So not non-tech, non-coding way. So in coding, you will be fixing bugs, adding new features, while in non-coding way you can help in documentation, design, and all. So most probably we can choose both because like who knows on which issue you will be working or कौन सा issue आपको अच्छा लग जाए, right? So initially we do not know on which issue we'll be working or on non-code or code, so we can select both for the sake of backup. Are you currently enrolled as a student? Yes. Which of the following best describe your role at your primary employment? Most of the people, if you're a student and you are not doing any internship or job, you can just omit this field. So let's not say this. What country are you participating from? So I am participating from India. Marketing opt-ins. I opt in to share my Hacktoberfest participation, including my name, email address, GitHub, GitLab username, progress, demographics, etc. Okay. So it is just for promotion and all. They will be sending you if there is any event occurring. So it depends on you. You want to select it or not. Let's select it because there are some of the email, there are some of the conferences or some really good stuff going on in the world that you do not know. Sometimes it got omitted. So if you select these, they will directly email you. So and at the later part, if you want to unsubscribe it, then you can directly unsubscribe those from that email part. So I can select this. It depends on you if you want to select. Don't email me. You can select that. Rules and regulations. So you must accept the terms and condition to participate. So I acknowledge the resources provided and understand the values and rules of Hacktoberfest. Okay, so we have already studied all those rules and regulations in the previous video. I acknowledge that I will be disqualified indefinitely from Hacktoberfest if I submit two or more pull requests identified as spam. Yeah, acknowledge. Okay, let's update. Register. Okay, so we are just registered. So yeah, okay. So we are registered. Our progress, as you can see, our progress 0/4. That is referring to the pull request, and that is the eligibility criteria, right? If you want to earn badge, Hacktoberfest badge, then you have to at least four pull requests, right? And what else? Not seeing what you expect here. Hacktoberfest right? Once every 15 if you're loading the page often, or once every 6 hours in the background. Okay, so that is done now. Participation. Let's go to participation. Beginner resources, PRMR, maintenance, contributors, beginner resources, PRMR details, and payment as well. Import facts. Let's see where there was a link to the projects to where we can contribute. So let's see where are those projects. Uh, so you can see here as well non-code contributions and slower non-code contributions are also here. I'm just checking for the resources or that like project start contributing. Okay. So we have this start contributing page and participating Hacktoberfest project. Okay. Okay. Participating. We have a GitLab for that. Participating Hacktoberfest projects that are deployed on GitLab. Explore project with issues on upforgrabs.net. Explore project with issues on goodfirstissue.dev. Explore Hacktoberfest projects on Hacktoberfest project Bristol.dev. So let's go to first link initially. Let's see what is happening. Okay. So we have arrived to GitHub. This is called as GitHub. This interface is called as GitHub. And I have already signed in GitHub. As you can see, my same profile picture as you already saw in Hacktoberfest. So okay. So this is Hacktoberfest repository. And there are a lot of repositories or projects available in Hacktoberfest. Almost load more. You can see. Okay. So there are almost um 136K projects or public repositories under Hacktoberfest. But you can go through each of the projects, depend on you, depend on the time that you have. But I think after 1st October, there will be some tags available, like each repository that is accepted in Hacktoberfest will be having a Hacktoberfest tag. So you will only be able to contribute, like you will be able to contribute in any repository or in any project. But if you really want to add your merge request in that Hacktoberfest, or your merge request will be counted as valid, only valid when you're contributing in those projects. So it's like if you want to contribute in Hacktoberfest, then you only have to contribute in those repositories that have Hacktoberfest tag. So okay, as you can see, Free Code Camp, it is very famous organization, Free Code Camp. So okay, so what you can see here, there are some there is a text or paragraph written here. Free Code Camps organization, open source code base and curriculum. Let's learn to code for free. So it is some sort of a code is given, and then after that, just down of this statement, we have React, Node.js, JavaScript, T3, teacher. So these are some text available that shows that this repository works on which tech stacks or which sort of stuff. So it works on React, Node.js, JavaScript. It is, since it is free code camp, so they also add a tag topic: teachers, community, education, programming, curriculum. So it is mostly, we can say, it is based on Merge Stack or React. So it is a beginner friendly repository. We can go inside. Let's see it from inside. Okay, so it is how a repository look like. When you will local install this project in your local machine, then this will be the folders. These are projects and that will be available on your local machine as well. These all folders will be available. Okay, so let's go to somewhere. As you can see here, here you can see that in this project, what tech stack they are using. So they are using 66.9% TypeScript, 27.4% JavaScript, and 5.4% CSS, and some other tech stack as well, but they are they are in very less percentage. And as you can see here, contributors. So there are 5,000 plus contributors who are contributing. And you can go here as well. You can see who is contributing right now, who is contributing more, who is the admin, and who is the who is the repository maintainer and all. You can see everything. So as you can see here, he is most probably the admin. He may be most probably the admin. As you can see, he has a lot of commits available. So from there you can see the contributors, the recent or frequent contributors in the repository. So yep, there are a lot of contributors. Let's go back. Okay, so it is called as README file. What is README basically? It is like as the name suggests, README. So before doing anything, if you want to know about the project on which you are working, you can read this document. So it is like a document that shows the project is depend on what is the it tells you that what is the project, what they are doing, and all how to local install the project. Everything you can find in this readme.md file. So as you can see here, there is a poster of freecodecamp. Freecodecamp.organization, open source code base and curriculum. Okay, so this is a friendly community where you can learn to code for free. It is run by a donor supported charity to help millions of busy adults transition into tech. Our community has already helped more than 40,000 people get their first developer job. So it is some sort of explanation that what they are doing and what is free code camp. Then we have table of content, certification, learning platform, reporting bugs and issue. So there will be some rules and regulations how you can report any issue or bug. We will go that further. Contributing platform build and deployment status license. So it is the main thing that you should you should focus or scrutinize is contributing and reporting bugs and issue, because in the contributing section there will be some rules and regulations how you should contribute, what are the syntax or what are the rules they are following that you should follow to basically to not have any sort of conflict. So yep, you can basically go to reporting bugs and issues and contributing. So let's firstly show you what are issues and pull requests. So we are in the code section, that is the main section. When you will enter in any repository, then this is the section that will be visible, like code section. Just after that code section, we have issues section. As you can see, there are 246 issues that are live right now. So you can go to the those section, issue section, and यहाँ पे you can see there are a lot of issues available with tag as well, help wanted, type bug, first timer only, front end, scope curriculum, new JavaScript course curriculum. And you can see here Hacktoberfest is also available. Tooling and deployment quiz, Node and Express quiz, security and privacy quiz, Git quiz, Nano quiz. So yeah, as you can see, it is already live. So you can contribute to these issues as well just after 1st October. So as you can see, it is also mentioned Hacktoberfest 2024. So there are a lot of issues available for you. You can go through it. And let's see one. And for newbies, you can go to labels and search for good. It is available or not? Let me see. So I think you have to contribute to Hacktoberfest 2024 right now, because I think in that only you will be having good first issues. Okay, first timers only. First timer. Okay, first timers only. So different repositories have different tags for good first issue. So good first issues are those issues that can be easily done by a newbie who is just starting contributions in open source. So these are the issues that are quite simple and you can do that. So as you can see, typo in basic HTML quiz. So there may be some sort of typo, let's say typo, a boolean attribute is in can be represent. So as you can see, there is a typo error that a boolean a boolean attribute in should not be here. So there is some grammatical mistake. In should not be here and can be present or absent. So just you need to delete that in simple English, right? So these are the issues that are for newbies who are just starting contributing in open source. And but one thing more, this issue is not having any Hacktoberfest tag. So if you are just solving this issue or raising pull request for this issue, then this pull request will not be counted as for Hacktoberfest, right? If you want to just learn how to uh, add any pull request or merge, right? So you can go to good first issues. But if you really want to add your merge request in Hacktoberfest, then you should only do those issues that has Hacktoberfest tag. Okay, so I think it is a pull request has already been opened by someone. As you can see here, has already been opened by 3 hours ago. Just what does he did? Okay, so what the changes he did? The similar changes, as you can see, very easy changes he did. Okay, so this is the section where issues are available, and as you can see, there are a lot of issues: front end part, back end part. So you can go to labels where you can not labels this level. Yeah, you can see go to this level and you can search for tags available, that is front end, back end, UI, spam, and all. But most probably you should search for Hacktoberfest, right? Nano quiz, Bash and SQL quiz, Bash scripting quiz, testing quiz, TypeScript quiz. Let's go to one of this issue. Okay, so when you open any issue, there is a description available for this issue. There is a title for this issue that will be displaying what is the issue, what is this about. And so as you can see here, Hacktoberfest 2024 TypeScript quiz. So this issue is something related to TypeScript quiz. It may be a feature request or a issue or an issue, like it may be a feature request that you have to generate. You have to build a quiz app or quiz interface that will be in TypeScript. So as you can see here, there's an important tag as well. This issue is a part of our 2024 Hacktoberfest initiative. If you're interested in working on this issue, refer to our top level task to see if this issue is claimed or to claim it if it is not. Okay. Okay, so there is something available as well. This issue is to create the TypeScript quiz. As I have already mentioned, there will be something like you have to create the TypeScript quiz, and the file you should be working on is found in curriculum challenges English 25 front end development quiz TypeScript. So they have already given the repository. They have already given the directory in the folder as well in which you will be working. So they are just easing your task. All quiz questions need to relate to one of these topics. What is TypeScript? Why use it? Different types in TypeScript, generic type, type narrowing, tsconfig file. Okay, so it may be easy, I think, because you only have to make quiz questions, all the quiz questions. Okay. Uh, okay, you have to make quiz questions. Questions which do not fall under these topics will be rejected. Okay. You're welcome to include code blocks in your question, but please keep them short, 4 lines or less. Please do not open up pull request until you have completed all questions. Your quiz should have exactly 20 questions. So they have mentioned each and everything, each and every requirement that they want. So you can read the statement and you can, like, there will be no confusion about after that. But if still you have some confusion, then you can just I think this conversation has been logged and limited to collaborators. Okay. Okay, got it, got it. I think if you want to contribute in this repository, that is code free code camp, then you firstly have to go top level task, and there will be some tasks that you need to do. After then only this will be open for you, or it may be open after 1 October. There may be a case, but there may be some tasks that you have to do before start contributing in this repository, because in the organization that I was working, there was some task to be a collaborator. You have to merge two pull requests. Now there was some task, so it may be possible that it can have some task. So you can go there. Okay, what is Hacktoberfest status blocked? We can see here. Let's see what is this all about. Okay, what is Hacktoberfest? How to participate? How to write a quiz. Okay, so it they have already given how you can write a quiz. That is very easy. That is they are making your task very easy, and that is why I'm just mentioning again and again that if you are a newbie, if you do not know how to start contributing, just start. They have a very descriptive, very elaborated wikis. They have very elaborated documentation where you can read and can find how to contribute in that project. So they've already mentioned how to write a quiz, right? So you can write a quiz with help of this, and that's easy task, right? They have already given some tips and cautions. Okay, so plagiarism and AI generated content. Do not copy question directly from other sources, even if paraphrase. Questions you submit should be your own creation. This includes using generative AI to create question. Okay, so they mentioned that you should not use AI generation content and all. And go. You have to generate some questions and all. So there should not be a rocket science. There will be low hanging fruit. Okay, okay. When you create a pull request, the template asks for an issue number that you create. Okay, that's a part of pull request, or and when you are raising any issue or raising any pull request, as I've already show you how the template of issue look like. So there is a title, there is a description. In the title, you should mention about the issue if you are raising an issue. That what is this issue all about? The title of the issue should be concise, and that issue's title should be displaying or showing what is this issue all about in a very concise way or clear way. And then in the description part, you are just elaborating that issue title in more words, right? Like what is this issue, how this issue is caused, if you know, and if you know anything more about it, you can write it here. And there may be a template for each organization, for each repository, that how you can raise any issue, how you can raise any pull request. So the most important thing, if you are contributing to open source or any repository, just read documentation. For example, this repository free code camp has a lot of documentation. You just go through the repository documentation, like how to start, how to contribute, how to raise issue, how to raise pull requests. So there will be some rules and regulation. There will be some template you can follow. That is all about it. Okay, so this is the issue. Let's go to let's see more issues if available. Okay, so there are a lot of issues. Okay. Okay, so there are a lot of issues you can contribute. String quiz, math object and operator quiz. So what I'm able to see, that if you are able to know how to write a quiz, that I have already showed you. There is a documentation where you can learn that how to write a quiz. If you have learned that how to write a quiz, then this question will be very low hanging fruit for you. And in 1 month, you will be able to merge more than 4 pull requests, I think. So just read documentation, learn how to contribute, learn how to follow rules and regulations, learn the basically what we can say is how to raise issue, how to raise pull requests based on the organization, right? So there will be easy task. And let's go to any. Okay, let me show you the pull request section as well. So this is the main section that we have to merge 4 pull requests. Then after only we will be able to get some badges from Hacktoberfest. As you can see, these are the pull requests that we will be merging or we will be raising as well. Like we cannot merge directly because the access to merge any pull request is on the admin, right? So you can just raise the pull request. For example, if we see this, okay, so we can see it is a feature request. This is not an issue. This is a feature request that this. So there may be some feature request that this pull request is fulfilling. So the feature request is in the curriculum section, and what this pull request is doing, it is just adding pyramid generator lab to cert. So it is just adding some sort of pyramid generator lab to cert. There may be some folder insert, or maybe something what you can see. Okay, these are some checklists they have that she has already ticked. Closes. Okay. So I have already told you in the previous video key, when you are raising any pull request, there will be some feedback by the mentors or admin. So as you can see here, he or she may be the admin. Okay, Zaira. Okay, so she may be okay. She is the member of Free Code Camp, and as you can see, he is requesting some changes. That is, she is giving some feedback. So as you can see, there should be a check that there are actually three parameters. Currently, the test is passing with any number of arguments. So she wants some changes, and the contributor is saying that's not an easy thing to test. But as long as the other test pass, so she's saying something, and this thread goes sometime when if I'm able to recall, when I was contributing in the organization, my organization, these threads can go to 200 or 300 threads, and the conversation can go to 200 or 300. That can take almost 1 month as well for any pull request to merge. So it depends on the how what on what crucial folder you are working on, what crucial part of the organization you are working, and how much lines of code you are changing, right? So she is changing 102 lines of code, and she is deleting 2 line basically. You can see the changes in the code as well from the file change section. So the green section displays that the what are the changes she is adding, and red displays what are the changes she is deleting. Right. So there's also the folder name as well. You can see this is the directory. This is the directory for this curriculum challenges, meta lab parameter generators. Okay. So it is how pull request looks alike. So I think this is very beginner friendly repository for anyone. You can go to this repository, start contributing just after 1st October. So I think this is the first repository that I should recommend. That I am not saying I should, that I may recommend you, because this is if you like, most of the issues are regarding quiz. You have to make a quiz. So if you're able to learn how to make a quiz, that should not be very that should not be a very daunting task. If in 2 or 3 days you are able to learn how to basically write a quiz, then you will be able to solve more than 2 3 issues easily, right? So this is beginner friendly as well. Also, this is very famous. Free Code Camp is very famous organization. So then after that, when you have contributed in this organization or project, then when you mention this Free Code Camp in your resume, then it also add value in your resume as well, because it is globally famous. Okay. So yep, these are the pull requests, these are the issues. Let's see any other project in the Oktoberfest. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's see. Now let's see any other organization. Ebook Foundation, free programming books. Let's see what tech stacks they are using. If you want to know the um how famous the organizational project is, you can see that from this section. There are 61.2K forks. The more the number of these forks are available, it shows that this is used by a lot of users. This is forked by a lot of contributors, and star that, as you can see, 334K. That is a lot. Okay. So the more this number, the more the famous this organization or project. Okay. So let's see which tech stack they're using. Okay. So this is, I think, as I'm able to see, this is non-coding based. So there may be some documentation available free programming books. Let's see the issue section. Okay. So I don't think you can contribute in this project because there are no issues available for Hacktoberfest. You just omit this. Let's go to Python. Python. Most of you would be familiar with Python. Oh, okay. So this is Python. Uh, so as you can see, this project is named is Python. So as you can also know from the name that this repository or this organization will be using Python only. So it is 100% using Python. Let's see the issues if it is having. Okay, so it is also not having Hacktoberfest issues. It may be possible that the issues will be available after 30 September. It may be possible, but um, you can see after 30 September if the issues are available or not, because I think they're not 7 hours ago, 5 days ago. Okay, Oktoberfest labels, Oktoberfest not available. Okay, so since this is very famous organization Python, but I don't think this is beginner friendly, because they will have, because as you can see, as you know as well, Python is used by a lot of people, right? And just I just want to know if this is the real Python, the algorithms, Pythons, the algorithms. I just want to know how much people are using this project. 184K stars contributors. Okay, the algorithms. Okay, people, the algorithm. Let's just read the readme.md file, because it will have all sort of stuff. All algorithm implemented in Python for education. Implementation are for learning purpose only. They may be less efficient than the implementation in the Python standard library. Use Python standard library. Use them at your discretion. Okay. I think it should not be Python. Okay, let's see. Let's see the next organization. Let's omit this organization. Let's see Hugging Face Transformers. I think it is really fascinating. It is really fascinating project, that is Transformers, that comes under Hugging Face, because um I have not contributed in this project, but I have used Hugging Face to generate AI generated content, and it is really good at that. So that is where AI is hyping right now. So if you are contributing in this Hugging Face, you may be lead, as well. So let's see Transformers. I just want to know if it has the Hacktoberfest questions as well. Okay, why they're not having Hacktoberfest questions? Or it may be possible they will have after 30 September, Hacktoberfest. Accepted. Okay. No, this is 2022. This is not even. Okay, so they will have, wait a sec. When does this was opened, March 21? Okay, why they're not having? No worries, let's see any other project. Okay, let's see this project. Oh, Smizish. Okay, so we are here. What they're using Shell, Python, and Makefile. Okay, so they are using Shell. That is console terminal based something is going on this organization or project. Okay, I don't think it is beginner friendly. Okay, let's see another. Okay, game phase. Awesome Go, Axios. This is very famous, Axios. Awesome Go is for Go Golang. Go Golang is not very beginner friendly, but still we can see this. Let's see, because Go is generated by Google or developed by Google, and in cloud computing, um, Golang is very useful right now. People are using too much. There are only two issues, and I do not think कि ये अक्टूबर फेस्ट के अंदर आते होंगे. नहीं आ रहे यार. Let's see Axios. Okay, so there are 638 issues and 155 pull requests available, and they are using JavaScript. नाम सुन के अच्छा तो लगा ही होगा JavaScript का, right? Because it is beginner friendly. Not beginner friendly, but most of the people are learning JavaScript, or they start with JavaScript. So it is Java. They're using JavaScript, and they're using just TypeScript. That is basically JavaScript is a subset of TypeScript, and they're using HTML handlebar. So it can be beginner friendly, but the thing is, Axios is very famous organization and it is well maintained. So it may be hard to find beginner friendly issues in this project. Let's see if there are some beginner friendly issues available. Let it root. Root. Type beginner. Okay. No issues available. What are the issues available? Socket path feature is broken. The open source developer challenge is about to start. Rostober. Okay, so there may be some other uh, challenges also starting, like Hacktoberfest. That is Rostober. As part of Rocktober race presented by Race of Sloth, we recognize this report to be highly valuable in the open source movement. Existing the new contributors will be rewarded proportionally to their contribution to the selected open source projects. Read below for their official rules. Okay, okay. So this organization is also participating in Rocktober. Okay, but what the thing is, this is not beginner friendly. But still, if you are able to find any issue that is like any typo or anything like that, you have to change documentation and all, you can go for it. I want to integrate the function to Multer. So there is, I think, अभी कोई फायदा भी नहीं है if you are just randomly choosing an issue and start contributing. You're just giving back and forth. You're focusing on that issue. You're debugging and all. Because who knows, after 1st October it will be accepted in Hacktoberfest or not. Okay, so it is just I'm showing how you can start with any project or organization. Firstly, what you can choose, what you can see the tech stack available. Then read the documentation. That is very important part. And for that, you can go to readme.md file, and the readme.md file will have each and everything that you need. Documentation, how to install the project. As you can see, installing. In this installing documentation, there will be a fully process how you can install. So basically, firstly, you have to use npm. You have to install npm as well, and then you have to use, once the package is installed, you have to import these things. So there is a overall process that you can use, and after that, you will be able to install the project locally. I will make another video as well in which I will be showing how you can local install the project as well. Okay, let's see if there is any project available. Okay, Rust lang. This is also very famous. Rust. It is a low-level programming language, I think. Um, okay, it is important, and I think in this organization, my friend author author. It is just loading. Author and check. Okay, no worries. Let's see if it have Hacktoberfest accepted. Let's see. No, not right now. Okay, what they are using? They are using Rust 97%, JavaScript 0.5%. Okay, so they're using overall they're using Rust because as this is the project for Rust, right? Rust language. So they're using 97 point some percent of Rust in this organization in this repository. There are 5,000 plus issues and 638 pull requests that are live right now. And one thing more, when you want to start contributing in any project, then just see the number of pull requests and issues. Also see what is the frequent issue that was raised and what was the frequent or what is the frequent pull request that is just raised, and also see the interval between those issues and pull request, like after what interval they are raising. By that you will be able to find the activeness of that organization, whether that organization or project is active or not, because it is very important. Suppose if you have raised a pull request and the admin is not available to merge that pull request, right? So it is your disadvantage, right? It is a con for you. That is why it is very critical that you should choose the organization that are active, right? Okay, so we have through it. Let's see any beginner friendly organization is there. Excelidro, very famous. Excelidro. Okay, so after seeing this video you will be able to find ki how you can proceed with any project. Like firstly you need to read documentation, what tech stack they're using. You are able to find कि किस जगह पे क्या देखना होता है, right? You're able to find the issues. You will be able to find pull request and all contributors, सब कुछ you will be able to find, right? So they're using TypeScript. Mostly they're using TypeScript. And issues, let's go to issues. It may be possible that after contributing, after a lot of contribution, they can hire you as well, because it is quite famous startup. Kelly Draw. Zooming with mouse wheel, text align hotkey, cannot open sign up page. Okay. Suggested features for the whiteboard. Excalido export PNG dark mode support. Switching themes, unable to search the help model. Okay. And one thing more, if you want to work on any issue, you should not start directly working on that issue. Firstly, what you should do, firstly ask the maintainer that can you assign this issue for me so that I can start working on this issue. Then the maintainer will assign you that issue. Then after only you should start contributing, because it may be possible if that issue is not assigned to you or to anyone, it may be possible that a lot of people may be working on that issue. And when you are just raising a pull request, before that anybody just raised the pull request, that is bad for you now. That is why you should ask the maintainer to assign you, because now you will be secure. But also you will have some deadline कि उससे पहले करना है. Then if you're not able to do that in that deadline, then the issue will be unassigned and it will be assigned to somebody else, right? It is like first in पहले आओ पहले पाओ, right? First in वाला. So if you comment first, you will be the person जिसको issue assign हो जाएगा. Okay, pull request docs replace that link. Let's see what the changes he did. Okay. Okay, so as you can see, he just delete this and add export dot L24, something like this. Just two um, just two lines of changes, right? But the thing is, it is not, it should not, it may not be a good first issue, because to change or to delete this this text, you need to debug, and that is the important part. Because when you're just starting contributing in any project, then what happens ki you do not know the folders, directory, repository, कहाँ पे क्या available है, कहाँ पे कौन सी file available है. So it may be very daunting task to you. That is why. But still, if you're able to find कि कहाँ पे change करना है, that is very easy issue. He has already raised. Let's me just find. Okay, no. Okay, so he has just already raised the pull request. Yes, okay. These are some tests that was running whether the pull request is good or not. Okay, yeah. So like before any admin or maintainer can give feedback, before that there are some automated process that depend on the organization that works like test cases. There are some test cases that run, just checking the changes that you have done are not are not making something worse, right? Making something bad. Can't click on anything if I close linear editor by click on canvas. Okay. I think this can be the second organization that you can choose for a beginner friendly organization. Firstly is that free code camp. Text line hotkey and all. Okay. Let's see any other project. Let's see. Okay, Rust Desk, what they're using Linux. Okay, I don't think it is beginner friendly. App ideas, JavaScript, CSS, HTML. Let's see this. Okay. Have you ever wanted to build something but you had no idea what to do? Just as authors sometimes have writer's block. Okay. Mm-hmm. Let's see the issues. Beginner work projects, contact apps. 2 days ago, in 12th of April. Oh, I don't think this is an active organization or project because the gap between the issues, those issues are quite big. August 16 to, oh man, there is a huge gap, man. You after 1 October, you can see whether this is active or not. Add YouTube only and video downloader for Apple. Yeah, fix typo, beginner friendly. Aha, beginner friendly. One line of change, one line delete, one line add. Oh, oh. He just replaced H by N. Beginner friendly. Got it. It is just to find. You will be able to find at least one or two issue in any organization that are typo issue. दिमाग लगाना पड़ेगा थोड़ा डिबग करना पड़ेगा then only you will be able to find. Python यूज हो रही है serverless dynamic Node.js JavaScript Nest.js it is also very famous library or framework I think. Okay, are there any issue for Hacktoberfest right now? Okay. Okay, so what I think only free code can have just release the issues for Hacktoberfest. So you have to wait till 1st of October, then only you will be able to find कि कौन सी organization के अंदर कौन सी organizations that are coming under Hacktoberfest, right? But still free code can have raised the issues for Hacktoberfest. Okay, okay. So these are the issues that you can see. A lot of issues, 63 issues, 76 pull request. Okay, so as you can see, 13 hour ago, 3 days ago, 3 days ago. So it is active, as you can see. Okay, so merge. Let's see. File changed. 73 line of change. Good. Okay. 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 Not a very good. He did a small change, but the thing is, if you do some changes, you have to write a test case for that as well. So that test case is taking a lot of lines. That is why it is 73 lines. It occurred with me as well. I did a change for 20, 30 lines, but 30, 40 lines. But after adding test cases, it was 100 plus lines. Okay, this is what called out. Okay. Grafana is also very famous. MySQL, Go, Elasticsearch, Leonardo. Let's see more projects. Stroppy, Ansible. Okay, that's a right. Best website a programmer should visit. Sherlock. The algorithms Java. Okay, Java is also here. If you want, if you are familiar with Java, you can contribute in this project as well. Okay, let's see if it have issues available for Hacktoberfest. Not right now. You have to check after 1st of October about the issues available, right? And I think this is it. In this video, what I talk about is key. Let's just increment it. So what I talk about in this video ki how you can proceed with the overall process ki Hacktoberfest में register कैसे करना है firstly, and after register how to find any text any organization that you want to work. So what project you want to work, it depends on yours only. What tech stack you're familiar with, and whether the issues you're able to solve, um whether the community is active, and these are some of the things that you should follow. Whether when before just starting contributing to any project. Yep, so there are a lot of projects you can contribute in any, but I think you have to wait till some days just to get to know कि कौन कौन सी project जो हैं वो Hacktoberfest में आ रहे हैं. But still I think free code camp have already raised issues for Hacktoberfest. देख लो, ठीक है. So it is the process कि कैसे क्या कर सकते हैं. And in further videos I will be telling you कि एक एक कोई project choose करेंगे हम, and we will local install the project and we will try to contribute in that project. So I think it is all about it. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.